And here we are with another Geek Out. This time it's episode 11. I can't hold up my hands. My little hands can't reach the camera right now, so I can't show my fingers. 11. There it is! Yes! Saved by Lauren. It is episode 11 of the Geek Out, and we have the familiar faces here. We have Lauren. We have Robert.
Waffles.
And then we have Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany.
Hello.
And I am James. Apparently today I'm a red panda, and I'm the moderator. I talk, and yeah, I pretty much just talk. I do that in real life too. I talk a lot, and today I talk as a red panda. A cute one too. See, look how handsome I am. I'm just, oh wow, I got a mirror right here. It's cool. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we have, in case anybody's wondering what we're using today, actually, is something called Face Rig, which is a program you can get from the Steam collection, add to your library. It does cost money, but it's pretty cool. You can broadcast your camera with all sorts of character faces, such as this one. It's not a name drop or anything like that, but, you know, it's not a sponsor. It's just something cool we discovered and thought we'd brag about because this is cool. Come on. So... we got two questions this round. The question number one is themed for our wonderful month of December here, and that is, what is your favorite Christmas or holiday movies? And for this, we will start with Lauren.
Oh, well, I have two. The first one, of course, being a child of the 80s, is Home Alone. And actually, two, I like that series, or at least the first two, and, after that, I haven't watched them. But the other one is always much up for debate. I firmly believe that Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah!
And so, yes, that is my other favorite Christmas movie. So, Tiffany.
Oh, well, I have to say Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. I love that one. And when they do the 24 hours of A Christmas Story, sometimes I, just watch it over and over. But, not sitting there actively watching it. Gosh, and the second one, I'm not much into holiday movies, so, Die Hard is a good one, and I agree, it is a Christmas movie, as well as an action-adventure. But, I don't know. I like the Peanuts one. We gotta have the Peanuts. So, those are the two I'll take this time.
That's a good selection. How about you, Robert?
Yeah, to me, if I want the true meaning of Christmas, it'll be always the Charlie Brown Christmas special. That's just a staple. That's just the way it is. And I'll go with Lauren. If I want an action movie around a Christmas time, then yeah, the first Die Hard. I mean, hell, they even did a remake of the Die Hard Battery. Brought back John McClane. They brought back Theo. They even brought back Argyle. So if it's good enough for a commercial, then yeah, definitely the Charlie Brown Christmas special and definitely Die Hard. Those are cool. James?
Wow. Well, the Charlie Brown Christmas special, yeah. That one is definitely top on my list because, again, yeah, I agree. I grew up loving that. The Home Alone ones, that was a good one. I like that. That's Home Alone, that was classic. I didn't think about that. I loved Home Alone. If I could put my hands up to my cheeks. Ah! There we go.
Lauren is your stunt hands for the day.
Yes, she's perfect. She does such a good job. She's a natural. That wasn't on my list, but it is now on my list. I'm stealing it from your list. I'm copying and pasting it right now. Done. It's copy and pasted. So Charlie Brown, that one, and naturally, Nightmare Before Christmas. Because it's a Halloween and a Christmas movie, and that is awesome. So, I love it. And so that Miracle on 34th Street was amazing. When you're a kid, it's touching. Has a nice positive story to it. Charlie Brown, yep. Home Alone, yeah, those are good movies. Good movies. There's a lot of good movies out there. A lot of good ones for the Christmas holiday season. And I mean, you got the Christmas Story and all that fun stuff. Scrooge, gotta give a note out to Scrooge and all of his wonderful ghosts to scare him into common sense. So many people need that. Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, those are some good examples. Anybody else? Any other suggestions? No, that was all that came to mind.
Well, you gotta throw in Love Actually.
Okay. Well, if that works for you.
Like, no, you don't. Yeah, you kind of do.
You can throw it in, but you don't necessarily have to watch it.
Right.
What about you, Robert? Any extras?
No, I can't ever actually think of anything else. Oh, maybe the Garfield.
Garfield?
Huh.
Oh.
That's kind of nice.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Garfield. And
and Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh, but not Love Actually?
The real Ghostbusters cartoon.
But no Love Actually? That's not on your list?
Never saw it. Don't plan
it. You know you do. What's the one with Jennifer Lawrence in it? That's in his list.
No. I mean,
what was that? Was that last year? The year before? I don't know. It's a chick flick.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of chick flicks.
So I guess the Krampus could be considered a Christmas movie, right?
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one. Krampus. And if anybody needs a Krampus hat, that guy we mentioned last time, Mike Evans, he can make a leather one. At least he wants to. He wants to really go into detail and make one of those. I did another name drop. I really need to start charging people for that. Well, okay, I guess that brings us to our second question already. Too bad we only have two. We'll have to make something up. Okay, so second question. This actually might take us through the whole rest of the episode here because this is a little complicated. But if you, that's you, or you, or you, if you could go back into time for just 1 hour, and it can never be done or undone afterwards. Or you can never do it again, really. So you can go back in time for an hour, and you can never do it again. That's your only opportunity, your only chance, and whatever actions you take cannot be undone. So what would you do? Where would you go? And for this, we'll start with Robert.
All right. Well, I got two scenarios. I'm going on the premise that as much as I want to go back in time and maybe prevent some tragedies and everything else, who am I to say that they shouldn't happen? And plus, if I change one tragedy, who's not to say something else would happen? So, my first option is I would go back in time and somehow tell myself of all the stocks and everything else that I would put it somewhere and then come back in the future and get it. Now that requires knowing where to put it and don't freak myself out in the future, in the past, and buildings and everything else. So this would take some time and planning. That's not impossible, just planning. The second option is if I had time travel right now, I would wait a week, get the lotto numbers, go back to today, knowing I have time travel, wouldn't freak myself out, tell myself the lotto numbers, play it, and that's it. And that's one and done. I don't touch anything else with the timeline. The human beings are the way they are. And I wouldn't win something big. I win something small to fly beneath the radar. That's it. Those are just mine. Once again, I would still take the time to work everything out, but that's what I would do. Lauren, what would you do?
Well, I thought about it, and I thought, with it being only an hour, I feel like that's not enough to go back to Shakespeare's time and all that, and and see and see the Globe or the original Globe or anything like that. So I think that I would that'd be disappointing. That hour would fly by very quickly. But I do think that actually I would go back and talk to myself as an awkward high schooler, and basically it's all saying if I knew then what I know now. So going back and all the people that all the people that turned out I back in high school I had so much in my own head like everybody else is that I didn't know how many friends I had and and what was to come and so yeah that's I would probably do that. What about you, Tiffany?
Well, I don't think I'm ever in my own head, and I certainly wasn't in my own head in high school. I was rambunctious kind of everywhere kind of girl. So since I didn't know what the questions were until, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, I haven't thought about this or where I would go or what I would do. But I have some options that could be cool. I could go back in time and not blow out my knee. I could stop that from happening. And whether you see that as a tragedy or not, I really don't think that even though you stop a tragedy, another one's got to happen somewhere else. I don't really think it happens like that. But yeah, an hour isn't a lot of time to do too much. So I couldn't save the library at Alexandria in an hour, which would be a cool thing. I would not be able to really change the trajectory of anything. And I don't think I would go back and try to win the lotto, though that's tempting, but I see that as kind of self-serving and not fair. But yeah, I would try to do something like, not blow out my knee or something little that just really could make an impact on my later life without completely obliterating any timelines that have happened. So, because I think my path would be very much the same, blown out knee or not. I would just be better at some of the things that I do with a knee that wasn't all blown out. So, that's, I don't know, going back in time would be very cool, though, to certain places, just to check them out, not even to change anything or do anything, but just to see what was going on. But the problem with the past is that you really, if you're going back past your own lifetime, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, really. And you don't know the effect that you're going to have on that time or environment once you get there. So you could do the butterfly wing thing and really screw things up or really make them better, but it's impossible to know that. But in your own timeline, I think you're less likely to make such an impact. Just a thought. Time travel is weird. It's hard to know. Yeah, that's about all I got.
What about you, James?
The panda looked scared there for a second.
My idea definitely involves a butterfly. Anyways, I don't have anybody specifically that I'd want to go back in time to screw on. Wait, I'm going to rephrase that. I don't have...
It's like, well, now
Beep! Censored. That wasn't... okay, what I was trying to... The words I was trying to use in my head was there's nobody I want to screw with. Wow. No, like, it's like it would be cool to prank somebody and go back and just, be that guy. But no, there's nobody I'd like to do that to, so therefore, I kind of knew everybody was going to say, or somebody was going to say something about money, because that's like a golden answer. Everybody wants to go back in time and win the lottery, or bet on their favorites, or tell themselves who to bet on for the sports game that's coming up that weekend during the World Series. I don't know, it's too generic and it's too easy, and I don't know, it just That's a rough one. I think I would just do something a lot more immature, yet majestic. I would definitely go back to the time of the dinosaurs so that I can safely, from a distance, have a wonderful view of such majestic creatures that no one has ever been able to see since, maybe the caveman days. That's assuming any of our theories are correct. But I would love to see the dinosaurs stomping around and, Bronchiosaurus is munching down on their leaves. And stay close to the friendly guys mostly, and say that I was there, I saw the dinosaurs, and then absolutely stomp on a butterfly to test out that theory with.
So, well, how could you be sure that you're going to go someplace safe? You're just bopping in. How do you know that you'll end up not 3 feet from, I don't know, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, just for heck?
Faith.
Faith.
It's total just blind faith in the science of please don't kill me, time machine. Here we go. Moment of truth. Eyes closed.
See, I'd like to see a stegosaur. Pterodactyl would be cool to see. Well, did you see Jurassic Park in the movie theater? Yeah. I never realized how often you moved your eyebrows until you came in as a red panda. Yeah. Do you? I'm mad at Taco Bell right now, actually. Oh, well, I've never had one of their box lunches, but because on my way to work, when we had work, Taco Bell was one of the few places that was in between my house and work. And so I had breakfast there quite frequently, but what I actually liked was their double-decker taco, which they no longer have. So I'm very upset because that's what I liked was the double-decker taco. It doesn't exist anymore. It's not like they forgot how to make it. It's not hard, but they have no way to charge for it on their computer. So they can't make it, and I'm disappointed.
That's their excuse?
Yeah. Yeah, that's their excuse. When I said, look, it's not hard. Make a taco, get a soft-shelled taco, put beans on it, and wrap it around the taco. It's not hard. But, yeah, we don't have any way to charge for that. It's a way to think outside the box. Anyway.
But it's not really a double-decker whatever taco, but it's something similar.
Yeah, they took that out too a while back, as far as I can tell. I don't know. I haven't been in a long time, but it was not the same. It had that weird cheese in it. It's not really cheese. It's some sort of liquid goo.
Yeah.
Yep,
that one. They have it. I mean, it was just like 4 or 5, 6 months ago. I don't know. They had a box lunch for it. It's better than their chalupa, whatever thing is now. Oh my gosh, this video is not sponsored by Taco Bell, folks. No.
Although hopefully somebody from Taco Bell is watching right now.
Yeah, bring back the double-decker taco.
Yeah, and sponsor our next video.
Or I will go back in time and smash the Taco Bell.
Ooh, watch out for that butterfly.
I will keep it from actually becoming a big thing. Yeah, there you go. Stop the Taco Bell.
Suddenly Del Taco reigns champion.
Yuck. Ugh, I can't stand Del Taco. Blech.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah, not a big fan. Sorry, Del Taco. But, make better food.
Right.
Del Taco to me is like a restaurant run by a 5-year-old that makes everything out of Play-Doh.
Ugh. Blech.
And sand and other things. Well, that pretty much finishes up already today, because we got to talk about our favorite holiday films and some good ones too, and what we would do, and go back in time and steal ourselves some money and stomp on some butterflies. Yeah, stupid butterflies. So that leads us to our end right now, except that we're not quite at an end yet. What we're gonna do right now is, out of respect to an old friend of ours, we're going to have 10 seconds of silence. We're just going to... 10 seconds of silence. That is for an awesome guy. His name was Bobby Desmond. He was a cool dude. He was a stagehand for MGM and Rhino and some other. He was a good guy. He was really, really kind-hearted and calm.
He was an Air Force vet.
He was an Air Force vet. He was a good dude, and unfortunately, he had a sad passing this morning due to cancer, and that is quite unfortunate because he was pretty cool. So we'd like to dedicate this episode to Dez because he was such a great guy. So thank you, Dez, for leaving a lasting mark on all of us. Lots of cool memories. And you'll live on. You will definitely live on. But thank you, everybody. Robert, I know you don't know Des, but he was a good guy. He's a good guy.
Trust us, he was a good person.
He was. He really was. But Robert, thank you. Tiffany, thank you. Lauren, thank you. I'm Mr. Red Panda James. Signing off. Not signing off yet because you viewers are important and you need to comment below, see? And tell us your stories about Des. Yeah, if you know Des, tell stories about it because Des is awesome. And if you have ideas for future episodes, put them in there, and maybe we'll talk about those ideas in future episodes. Hey, if you want to be in an episode, then please do let us know, and we might invite you. So use the comment section below and subscribe because that helps too. Because that makes us feel important. So subscribe, and yeah. So everybody, thank you so much, and until next time, we thank you for watching, and bye.